Last time on Built on Tradition, we followed Atlee Troyer around for the day, the boss at Harvest Ridge Construction. Atlee was putting in some foundations on a couple new projects that we were about to start. Now that the foundation has been poured, it's time for Marty to go to work. We call Marty the sales guy, but in all reality, Marty is the start to finish project manager. Marty will come to your house, sit down with you, and go through whatever your dream project is and try to make it a reality. When Marty is not communicating with the customer, he's coordinating the material to the crew so that the dream project can be done efficiently and on time. This truly is a family business. On a day off from school, Marty's oldest son, Micaiah, came along, learning right by Dad's side. And Marty and Javen communicating last-minute details so the customer ends up with the exact project that they wanted. Very important, the details at the end. And if we do it right, we end up with a beautiful finished piece. And satisfied customers. Okay. And speaking of customers, we think we've done enough talking about ourselves on these videos, so we've invited a special guest in for this video. One of our loyal customers, Nancy Crow. Nancy and her husband are collectors of old barns. This is an example of one that Harvest Ridge just renovated for her and her husband. JCM Timber Works out of Kilbuck, Ohio, refurbishes the structure and the timber frames, and Harvest Ridge Construction gives it the facelift with Well, without any further ado, let's turn this over to Nancy. Okay, first of all, can you introduce yourself to the people out here?
Okay, my name is Nancy Crow, and I live on this 218-acre farm, on which we have now moved and transformed 4 timber frame barns.
Okay, and where does your passion come from for the timber frame barns?
The passion for the timber frame barns, frankly, is from my husband, John Stitzline, who grew up on a farm in Loudonville, Ohio, and in a very old house built in the mid-1800s. So he's always loved older architecture.
I see. Let's talk a little bit about the newest barn you have here. Harvest Ridge Construction did the outside work for you here?
Yes.
Okay.
This particular barn is not as old as the other ones we've renovated and moved and renovated. I think this one was built in the early 1900s. Our oldest barn that we renovated was built in the early 1820s to 40s.
And I hear you're an artist. You do some artwork out of these barns. You have a studio.
Yes, I am a contemporary quilt maker and have been since the early 1970s. So my own studio actually is a brand new barn built by a company called Geo Barns out of Vermont. But the oldest barn here is my teaching facility, and we open for the whole entire month of May and the whole entire month of October for workshops, and people travel here from all over the world. Although right now people are getting a little timid about flying into the United States.
I so let's talk a little bit about Harvest Ridge Construction. I'm going to tell the folks at home that you guys are one of our favorite customers, and I'll tell you the secret why. She made us a huge dinner after after we were done working, and it was delicious. So
Oh, thank you.
talk a little bit about Harvest Ridge. Tell me the truth. I mean, how was the service? I mean,
Well, I didn't know exactly what to expect, of course, until I met your crew. But clearly, we are impressed. We have been impressed. We have been impressed by the quality of the work and the willingness to come back and correct anything that wasn't quite right. Um, we must like you well enough because right now I am trying so desperately to get a crew to come back here and do some more major jobs here on our farm. And it is a long distance. I understand that. Okay, what do you know?
well, and you make us food, so I mean, we got to come back, you know. So, anything else you'd like to tell the people at home about Harvest Ridge Construction? We'll take any feedback.
What I think I will speak for on behalf of my husband and our sons. One of the things that we were very, very pleased with is how he coordinated with the actual timber framers who took down the structure and got it ready to go back up here on our farms before Atlee and his crew came in. But what we also appreciated was the fact that Atlee is so knowledgeable about sources of products that can be used because we're not necessarily, and that was a big help. Big help.
Excellent, excellent. Well, again, we thank you for the dinner. It was delicious, and hope we're doing more work down here because I could go for another one of those. So, thank you, Nancy. We really appreciate it, and thank you for the business.
You know,
Well, we've come to the end of another episode of Built on Tradition. We would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And if you do want Harvest Ridge to come out and help you out, give us a call. Thank you.